Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us on Crafted this week with Sean Peck, Lefty 3213A, and James, one of my partners in crime every week.
Yes,
James,
sir.
the Fish Room Fever, and Nico decided to come over and stand right in the way. So, kind of driving me crazy. There he goes. Okay. Oh, I thought he was turning around. Well, this week on Crafted, we're going to be making shrimp hides and also just hanging out with friends and talking about New Year's, if that sounds cool to you guys. But
if he doesn't, he's doing it anyway.
Yeah, you know what? You guys, I hear something coming from the roof.
Is that a clatter? It's such a
that?
clatter.
Oh!
I dropped my clatter.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And Riko Claus. Riko Claus.
Santa! Santa!
Coach called me Crazy Legs.
Are you serious?
It's a quote from a movie.
Oh, I thought that maybe you actually had a coach at one time.
Oh, I did have a coach. Yeah, I played sports. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did he call you Crazy Legs?
I wasn't always Santa.
Oh. What were the sports back when you were a little kid? Were you like
Rock and fire. I
Okay.
like fire the best. Fire was best. We fire bad. You know, it was good. And then you ran. It was fun.
maybe stick also?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, sticks were later. That my grandkids played sticks. But yeah.
Oh.
We started out with just fire and rock. You know, that was the best.
I gotcha.
Yeah, the sticks were all
Why you got to
fire,
go there? Why you got to go there? Why does it have to be old jokes? Always with the old jokes.
I'm sorry.
Hi,
Riko
James.
Claus.
James doesn't
How
make
are
old
you?
jokes.
I'm
Lefty,
not
shut up.
young enough to remember any old jokes.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hello.
Merry Christmas.
Hi.
Merry Christmas.
Well, did everybody here have a wonderful Christmas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We all sort of made the same face.
Kids are out of the house. It doesn't matter.
I think I got sick, so
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know if I've got the bad word or just a sinus infection. And it's probably a sinus infection because my sinuses don't drain correctly. So, but
The shit?
oh, man.
Which bad word?
Well, the disease
Ladies
that
and gentlemen,
we don't want to talk
Tech.
about.
Ladies and gentlemen, go check out his channel.
I got a really unusual gift for Christmas. I haven't talked about it, and that was conflicting input. I got probably 4 or 5 pounds of chocolate and then an extra heavy-duty scale. So I figured it out. What you do is you put all the chocolate on top of the scale. That way it doesn't, throw you off from wanting to eat it. And then when you're done, you get to the scale and you're like, okay, now I got to do something.
Well, that way you can tell if anybody broke into the chocolate because it weighs differently.
Yeah,
You can see if the kids got
absolutely.
it.
Look at what I got from Dee Dee.
That's awesome.
A fish room towel
She's amazing.
with my name on it.
She is amazing.
That is so cool. Thank you so much. I don't know if Dee Dee's here yet or if she is good. Oh, there she is.
I see
Thank
her.
you, Dee Dee. So cool. And it's a nice big towel, so I can wipe lots of duckweed on it. And then I got something else that I have not opened yet. I want to make sure. Okay. The other side has the address. I got this from the Metalheads.
Nice.
And I've been waiting to open this, and I haven't done it yet. So we're going to open it right here on live.
And while you're doing that, we get to give away 2 things tonight.
Yes.
2 things. 2 amazing gifts. First of all, just like every channel, $100 for Aquarium Co-op. I saw Candy over in James's stream. Hopefully she's here. Candy did a lot of work with that. So thank you to Candy and Corey and the rest of the co-op. They gave us 43 $100 gift cards, an amazing gift.
Incredible contribution.
So that's one thing that we're giving out tonight. And the other thing is a $100 gift card from Dan's Fish.
Oh.
And I don't know who gave us this. It was an anonymous donation. Dan sent it over to me, and it wasn't from him. It was an anonymous donation. So
Oh, wow.
don't know who gave us this one. So
And-
whoever it was, thank you very much.
I meant to wear my Dan's Fish for this stream, and I forgot. I was going to wear Fisher and Fever on this one, and then Dan's in the next one. And it's still Godzilla eating Elliot and E.T.
That's close enough. All right,
Also,
what do we
thank
get?
you-
What do we got?
Thank you, Curly Kitty, for the $5 super sticker. I don't want to miss that before it disappears.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
say
there-
Curly Kitty?
Is it not? Is that not the name?
Killer
It's
Kitty
Killer,
08.
Killer Kitty.
Unless there's
Oh.
another one. I was
Not,
looking
not
at it.
Curly Kitty.
I need new glasses.
Curly and
Hi.
Killer are two different things. You got a telescope. Very nice.
Yes.
Nice.
This is from the Metalheads.
Mr. and Mrs. And I
No,
actually
I-
called them Mr. and Mrs. Ladyhead today.
Yep, he did. Can't
Meant to
confirm.
call them Mr. and Mrs. Metalhead, and I called them Mr. and Mrs. Ladyhead.
You got
Oh,
a
look at that.
giant picture of a. I'm not going to say it.
It's Bobby
Yep.
the Brain.
Nice.
It's Bobby the Brain, their pet flower horn, and he autographed it.
Very cool. Very nice from
That
the
is-
Metalheads.
So awesome. Oh,
Very,
there's
very
the
nice.
autographs on the bottom.
I was going to say he autographed your name on it. How
From
I
sweet.
know.
Bobby.
Well,
That's a talented fish.
Well, that's what I was thinking at first. He autographed it. It's
I mean,
my
what did he
name.
use?
He just sticks the pen right in that nodule there, right in that gap.
Right in his KOK? Used his
Yeah.
KOK to sign it?
Well,
He did.
he's got a big brain.
Bob Purcell with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Bob.
And we did have IHSPS's Tank Tribe with the $2 super sticker sending the vibes this way. Way back at the beginning of the stream, maybe even before we started. Also, Sarah J. Sieber dropped that $1 brown pile of fertilizer on us as well back at the beginning.
Thank you so much. And Sarah, still, please be safe right now with all the tornadoes going around your house.
Absolutely.
We've got tornadoes in southern Georgia. We're
So,
supposed to get tornadoes on Saturday here.
I'm scared to ask this, being the tech guy on this channel. How are we doing this giveaway, Ed?
How about, can you do it? Now, this is what's drove me crazy. The few times that, not that my cousin, Santa Claus, the other Santa Claus, people have no clue. But there's this really cool thing that you can use through StreamYard now. That's amazing. And I have no clue on how to do it. So Riko, tell him how to do it.
I thought James was the tech support.
He is, but he doesn't know about it, I guess.
I
There's
use
a
Nightbot, so I don't look into other things.
no. They have a StreamYard now has a little deal.
Wait, apparently
StreamYard has a
anybody
little
in the
deal.
stream can do it. Just let me pull it up for you too, Ed.
Well, there you go.
Awesome.
Lefty's taking care of it.
Lefty, I mean, yeah, Lefty. Ed, what do you want the hashtag to be?
Let's do hashtag Rico.
Rico, you want to spell that
Yes.
for me since I just misspelled someone else's name? It's Riko, right?
Yes.
I
It
did
is
that because I'm sure Rico hates it.
OMG.
Oh, wait, hang on. I might have lied. I lied. I can't do it. It's got to be Ed.
Or
It's gotta
James.
be Ed.
Me,
Oh,
I'll,
okay.
I'll throw you the
It can be
thing,
James.
Hang on.
I got it. I got it.
There you go. Okay.
So while we're looking that up, let's go over a few rules. And Ed, which one did you want to give away first? Co-op or Dan's Fish?
Let's give Dan's Fish first.
Okay.
Just because.
Okay. Dan's Fish is coming up first. So quick few rules. If your account is less than a month old, you are not eligible. If you are somebody we don't know, you could still play. If you're a lurker, whatever, you can still play. But you might have to jump through some hoops. We'll have to just identify you and make sure it's not an alternate account, things like that. If you do not live in the United States, unfortunately, with Dan's Fish, there is no choice. You will get, you can still play, and you'll get $50 in U.S. currency, and we'll figure out the best way. Maybe it's Amazon, it's, your Amazon or PayPal or whatever works out for you. We'll work it out. If you can only win once, so if you've already won, that's it. You're done across the whole entire event. Those are the biggest rules. And we're not done. If you don't win tonight, you still got a whole nother day. There's more than one giveaway tomorrow. So watch channels all day long tomorrow if you can. Tomorrow's the last day of the event. So we did it for almost 2 complete weeks.
It's been awesome. It's been
I
a
think
lot
we
of
got.
fun.
I think that's it. We did like
It's
40
amazing.
streams total. We had 41. I think we had 43 signed up, but a couple people had to pull back for. I was going to say pull out, but I just knew the chat was going to go crazy. So a couple of channels had to pull
You said
back
anyway.
for different reasons. Yeah, thought it better anyways. For different reasons. So yes, Zebra Pleco fans. I'm from the UK. Yep, that like I said.
What
I'll
does
go over it
Santa
again.
say, Mommy?
I'll go over it again. If you do not live in the United States, you can still play for this. Instead of the gift card, you would get $50 in U.S. currency instead. I don't know that it's live yet, so everybody's putting the thing in. Did we tell them to start
I think
yet?
James typed it in the chat.
Oh, did he? Okay, I wasn't
did.
paying
I
attention.
Yeah,
typed
I
it
see
in
it,
there
so.
because as soon as he said we're going to do hashtag Riko, they started rolling in. So I jumped over and threw that in there as the key phrase right away.
I don't know that if you're using a StreamYard thing, it doesn't. It might not collect all of the ones that went before you started up.
We've got 50 currently.
Okay, all right. So it won't hurt if you put it in a second time.
And James, if you'd rather do it Nightbot
Amazing.
way, that's fine. Whatever you.
No, you're fine. See, that's the thing is I don't have access to your YouTube anymore because of your password changes, so I can't do your Nightbot. That's why I was hoping you weren't going to say, "Well, James, you're doing Nightbot, right?"
Is it case sensitive? No, it is not case sensitive. That was tested. It is not case sensitive.
So, Sean, have you ever got anything off of Get Gills?
Get Gills?
Have you
No.
ever been to Get Gills?
Where's
Oh.
that?
It's a really neat website where you can find really rare fish for sale.
Really?
Dan from what's Dan's
Dan's
Fish.
Dan's Fish. He's a YouTuber. He does a live stream on Wednesday nights, and he has amazing. I've gotten quite a few fish from him. I got my threadfin acaras from him. I got my dragon puffer from him. He really specializes in some rare stuff.
Before I forget, I want to throw this out there. I don't believe that this is good for Get Gills because Dan has split off from Get Gills and he has dansfish.com, which is a separate website. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this is only good for dansfish.com and not Get Gills.
I would assume so as well.
I'll explain Get Gills.
It is,
a little
Kenny.
better. Get Gills also is where a lot of people can put their fish up for sale, and everybody has their own stores. Like Tiffany White, you know her. She has a store on there called Sparky's Fish, and so like if you wanted to, you could have Pet Tech Fish, and then have your own little store. And
Really?
Dan has his own store, and it's Dan's Fish on his Get Gills. So I didn't quite say it right. This would be fish only on Dan's store, but
Right.
but
I thought it was going to be like a fish Etsy.
yeah, well,
In a way,
pretty
yeah,
amazing.
because there's all kinds of other stuff on there too. There's
also
dry
art.
goods on there. There's all kinds of
Books
fish
and-
related stuff. There's magazines and stuff on there. Fish related
Nice.
magazines.
Oh,
It's
man.
Fish related magazines. I don't know why I was.
Fish related?
Fish related magazines.
Did
Get
you
into
mention it was
character.
fish related?
Fish related magazines.
Well, it's kind of like Aquabid, just
Right.
Way
you know,
better.
a lot newer.
Yeah.
Aquabid's like the aquatic eBay.
Mm.
Yep.
And then you've got the various
Yeah.
retailers, which are
From 1999.
Yeah, so most of which are basically mom and pop stores that have just kind of been able to expand out. I think I've ordered from Rachel. I've ordered from, oh my gosh, I'm totally drawing a blank. Luke Diesel.
I know
That's
Doug
his
Gray
channel name.
sells
Yeah,
on there.
Flip Aquatics.
Flip, yeah, thank you. Flip
Yeah.
Aquatics. I've ordered a bunch of shrimp from him, probably 20 Amano shrimp from him.
Gary Lang is on there. There's a bunch of really good sellers over there.
Yeah,
I've never bought there because because of the website. It bothers me that much. I know it's weird. I know there's a lot of good stuff there. Same like the Wet Spot. I
You
had
don't
a
like
gift
the
card.
interface?
Wet Spot, you have to like email them and call and do all this stuff to order, and that just drives me crazy in this day and age. How easy and cheap it is to put together a shopping cart, and it just And I know that the Wet Spot has great fish. I know Kenny and Danny absolutely love the Wet Spot. I actually had a gift card for them, and I sent it to them because I refused to use it on the website. It just bothers me that much. It's maybe I'm being pedantic, but it just bothers me. I don't know, just that tiny little thing, that change.
I don't like mail ordering fish, and where we are, we're really fortunate. We have a big selection of fish.
Yeah,
like
you
I've
are.
never felt kind of compelled to. I ordered from Rachel mostly to shoot a video about mail order fish and to talk to her about it. And then and the shrimp you just can't get here sometimes. So
I bought almost everything that I have from online, almost everything. And it's almost
Really?
all from Fish Fan people. And Bob Purcell just said the Wet Spot just launched a new website, making it a lot
that's
easier.
good.
So that's very cool. Thanks for that information, Bob. Be careful with Googling the Wet Spot. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sean has 2 amazing fish stores. I really wanted to get out and hang out with Sean one day this week, but I've just been sleeping every day because I've been sick.
yeah, you
I
stay home.
apologize.
Ed said, I'm really sick. I might have the crud. Sean, I'm coming to visit you.
Well,
Give me a
I
Touch
wanted
all
to-
your stuff.
There you go. And that was for real. But no, he's got 2 wonderful fish stores there in his town. He's got one called Aquamarine, which we've worn their T-shirts, and they're the big guys doing the Aquaticon coming up on April 30th.
30th in Knoxville,
30th.
Tennessee.
Awesome. And then he also has I think it's the biggest aquarium in the South, is what they brag about, is the aquarium. And his daughter used to work there. So yeah, he's got 2 really big fish stores.
I talked her out of working at Chick-fil-A with all her friends. I was like, don't you want to work at a fish store?
You want
Daddy
to
needs a
work in
20% discount.
Right. I will say that the entry number has been stuck at 69 for several minutes now. I don't
Okay.
know if we're getting any more entries or not. Oh, 70. There we go.
Skipper just said, is it just me, or every time Ed is going to do something with PECTEC, he gets sick?
It does seem like that. Oh, and I wanted to show Sean. I got to hang out with Sean for a little bit though on Saturday before I was sick. Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
So maybe Sean gave me the sickness
For Sunday.
because I was feeling good that day.
I sneezed on him. Did that cause a problem?
Hey, I want to. So I had this. Okay, I was like this.
Oh.
Right. I was like this, and I walked into my wife and I said, "What do you think? Should I go like this?" And I was getting ready to say what I thought I was being, and she goes, "Hip Grandpa," and I was like, "No, Sexy Santa." She called me Hip Grandpa. I was trying to be Sexy Santa, and I got Hip Grandpa from my wife.
Oh,
You
my
need more
goodness.
gold chains, I think.
I was very disappointed. I just walked out disgusted, and I just dipped up my beard in it. Oh,
Oh my gosh!
don't get to be Sexy Santa.
I'm going to give some behind the scenes secrets.
Wait,
From
wait.
This
Can we do
related
this?
to
Can we do
sexy
this giveaway?
okay,
And then you can do it as after we do this giveaway as we do the next one. Is that okay?
yeah.
This is getting hot, Ed. It's getting hot.
Absolutely.
You know, you've been
I
there.
know.
Your
We've
glasses
We've had it on
fog
for
up.
2 weeks
You
now.
get to breathe through your nose and your mouth with your beard.
That's true. That's true. Yes. Sorry, Ed. We ready?
All right. We're going to do this
This
somehow.
has been my beard. It's a wig.
It's the wig. He put it.
All right. Ready, steady, here we go. The winner is
Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Robert.
Robert.
Robert, congratulations, dude.
Congratulations.
That's
Yay.
awesome.
And again, that was for $100 at Dan's Fish. Email me, please, and if the mods could drop this for me, Santa@ricostand.com.
Did
and
you
we
see
will get that over to you. I believe I have the gift card. I'm pretty sure I have the gift card on hand. So I will probably get it to you first thing tomorrow morning, Robert.
The
And
confetti was
congratulations.
red.
What's that?
I've never seen the red confetti before.
I wonder if it has something to do with his. Yeah, you're right. It did look different, and I wonder if it has something to do with his name or something. Maybe it matches. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Normally it's always gold.
Is that the default?
Maybe it's just my channel.
Don't ask me. I just work here.
Well, you're doing
Hey,
something right,
you
James.
introduced us all to StreamYard. You should have all the answers.
I guess that's true. I do want to grab these real quick before they disappear from my screen. Fish Tank Dad had a $2 super chat, said Ed make membership option so I can become a member. Well, there was your $2 membership fee paid via super chat right there, Fish Tank
Yeah,
Dad.
thank you so much.
And then there's a $20 super chat on here. Let me roll down and find it. TJ Autocross with the $20 super chat says, Craft Fund contribution. Happy New Year, Ed.
Thank you very much, sir.
TJ
Eventually
Autocross.
we're going to get on it here.
And here we go. Chevy Fish has
awesome.
got
Thank you so much.
the email in the chat. If you will email Santa at ricostan.com, which is in the chat there, get that squared away. You're going to go ahead and drop the hashtag in for the next one while you're talking about it.
Yeah, let's do the next one is hashtag crafting.
Craft Ed?
No, crafting.
It kills
Crafting.
me.
Okay.
I guess we could do
Let me
craft
change
it.
it. Let me-
Whatever. No.
No, it probably sounds cooler.
I was just going to do hashtag coop since it was a coop giveaway. But
Oh.
I got it. Let me copy and pull
I
this.
can't hear because that's not like you said hashtag poops.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Crafting. All right.
So it's
I'm-
crafting. Hashtag. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
I've
Telling
got
you, I'm
these.
cooking in this thing. I'm cooking over here.
I have copy pasted it into the chat for anybody
Good idea.
who's not sure.
And,
already.
Now, again, everybody, Ray, I did see, Ray, I saw that you entered again, and you are not eligible now for any more of the giveaways. Yeah, that was your win. So once you
You
win,
can go to
that's
bed,
it.
brother.
And no more. You can't enter into any more of them once you win.
So I would just, you don't even need to watch another stream until next Christmas.
No, there's all day tomorrow. Well, you're talking about Ray? Yeah.
Yeah. Robert's
I mean,
off the hook.
If
He
he
doesn't
wanted
have
to be
to do
rude,
anything anymore.
if he wanted to be rude and not, and not support the fish fam, then yeah.
So I like to make
Steph
models
says,
of-
I think he has won before. I didn't remember Robert winning before, but I will double check just to make sure. I didn't think that he had won before.
I am so bad. I don't
Okay, nothing
remember.
for that.
I don't think anybody that won or lost. I know
Nothing for
Pasiwi
that.
won the RO unit.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. Ray has not won before. No.
I'm a winner.
I didn't
'cause
think
get to
so.
Hang out with you guys.
Yeah, I didn't think Robert had won before. Let me
So-
just verify. I'm just scrolling through, but I do remember most of the winners. I mean, there's only been like 80 of them. I remember most
Only?
of them.
Boy, can I remember who won in Rocco's?
You don't even remember my email address, so let's not talk about that, Ed.
Well,
Fish Tank Dad, yes, I did get your email. Let me confirm that address of yours live. No, I'm just kidding. I did get it. Sarah, I got yours as well, and I'll be sending you a message so I can help you out with that.
Oh, Jeremy said he thinks he won something recently, but not Fish Fam. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he's definitely Robert's not on the list. He has not won anything for this at all.
Maybe he won one of Lefty's fish things lately.
He just said no, nothing ever. He's never ever. He's never won anything. He said, which a lot of people are like that. Dragon Lair said that we broke his 2-year record that he's never won anything. Well, he hasn't won anything in the past 2 years, and he won during this event. So
I won a filter on Sean Peck's show once.
nice.
Yep. And my comment was, I don't remember. It was something about Doctor Who.
I won Sean giving me cool stuff because I'm his friend and go to play games with him.
Yeah, we
I
got to
won that.
bribe James. Poor James.
BJ just said she won a $50 gift card. Oh, it is to the waterfront from Guppy Guru. BJ. And I did reach out to him today. Again, anybody who's won any of the Guppy Guru gift cards, he gave us four $50 ones. And anybody who's won any of those, they're probably going to be a little, it's going to take a little while. There's health issues within his family. So, his wife's grandpa is very, very, very ill, not doing well, and they're very close. And I know he actually left town to go be with the grandpa, and so those are going to take a little bit to get to you.
What town does the grandpa live in?
I do not know. I just know that they might be California, because I know a lot of her family lived in California too.
I wish it was somewhere in Tennessee, because then we could have went and visited him. Of course, I'm kind of sick, so I probably shouldn't. Except he's from Utah, so it'd probably be okay.
I'm going to do a final call here real quick. Enter hashtag crafting to enter this giveaway here. Got 70 entries so far.
Woohoo! That's awesome, guys. And what I'm doing right now is I make little models all the time, like miniatures, and you got to put things on the base, like where the little guy stands. So whenever I see like little rocks and stuff, I buy them. And fish stores will sell these little lights sometimes, or these little, I was thinking I wish I had a brighter light. These little rocks. And, it's a little bag for $3.75, but it's a whole bunch of like little crystals. So I've bought green, red, and blue.
The hashtag is not case sensitive, Chevy Fish. It is not. We tested it out. The hashtag is definitely not case sensitive.
Hey Ed, if you take that gravel and smash it with a hammer, you get a bunch of different sizes.
Oh, that's neat.
Like for your basing and stuff.
That's
that
pretty
way
much.
They're not too uniform.
It's pretty much true with anything. If you smash it with a hammer, you get different sizes. I mean,
Well, sometimes I wonder with Sean if that's just how he gets out aggression, because I've seen several videos come to think of it where it's just, today I'm going to bash this substrate with a hammer.
I think next Halloween I want to make a horror video, and it's all going to be like dragon stone, like not wanting to get smashed apart. No, I fit. Turn me to the left. Oh no, don't do that.
Almost like Simply Betta or her Haunted Wood. Have you seen that one?
Yeah,
the first one she did, which was like 6 months ago or something, made me laugh so hard. She did such a great job on it. And then she did another one, right?
Did she do two? I saw the first one from the summer.
I feel like Halloween.
Yeah, I feel like she did one from that involved Aquashella in Dallas. I feel like she did, like a second part to it or something. Is it multiple entry sensitive? Actually, it's not. If you enter more than once, it's not going to make any difference. Please enter only once, though. Just make sure you get your entry in.
Absolutely. Well, contrary to what Riko's wife thinks, I think you're one hot Santa, and you'd probably like to get this show on the road here.
I am. If I take this off, there's going to be like, those waves, the heat waves you see.
See, if you had more gold change, you'd be the hip grandpa. Tell her that was the mistake she made.
Mr. T starter kit?
Yeah. Well, 2 or 3 just to bling it up.
I pity the fool.
Well, Santa, we ready to do this?
Looks good. You ready, Ed?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. 72 entries.
Kool-Aid Man.
I don't know why it has to be. Oh, because I was telling people that.
Did Sean and Lefty know they could be in this? I saw Lefty's name. Woohoo!
Rob. We had 2 Robs. We had Robert for Ray Aquatics, and we have Rob DeFreeze. All right. Congratulations, Rob.
Yes, that's awesome.
Again, Santa at ricostand.com. Shoot me an email, and we will take care of these. They'll probably come in tomorrow. I already have both. I have the co-op gift cards already on hand, but because of streaming and everything, I'll probably do it first thing in the morning. I'll get them over to you.
I'm really glad it did not land on me. I did not think about the fact that it was going to enter me when I was typing it in the chat for everybody. I already disqualified myself, so that would have been weird.
Well, but that's what we've been doing the whole time, is that the channel host is not eligible, but anybody else on the panel would be. So it would have been fine if you won. That's
It was a personal disqualification.
Gotcha.
I felt,
Understood.
Given the closeness of our nature and everything, I didn't want to.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's always better.
Eligible.
Above reproach. Above reproach. All right, so we had.
But I forgot to tell Sean before it happened that he should have entered.
Oh, that's all right, fellas.
Ray Aquatics and Freeze. Adam. And the Freeze got the co-op.
What I'm doing is I'm making my first shrimp hide is going to be just kind of like a block or a rock. I've hollowed it out so it's going to be light, but I'm just making these little holes all around it right now. And I'm making sure that it's under a 1/4 inch, so that way it only has to cook. So it doesn't have to cook super long. Because if you do it for a 1/2 inch, you have to cook it twice as long. And anything that goes in the fish tank, I already cook it till I see it crack and turn a little brown, just because I don't want any of the chemicals in there that could affect the fish. But it's totally safe if it's completely thawed or cooked. I really enjoy using the Sculpey.
Sculpey's great. We used to make necklaces out of it in high school.
Oh yeah?
You could. We'd make these little faces, like these little kind of like Tiki Man faces. And I remember I made a whole bunch of them, and I used to sell them for gas money.
Oh wow!
You're all about the necklaces today, man. That's funny though. You made it. You made that many. So how did that?
I made
what did they look
T-shirts
like?
and stuff too.
I'm interested in how they looked. You know what?
It's like a little pendant, but I would make all these like these kind of crazy claymation faces with big tongues coming out and stuff. The tongues would always break off eventually, but they're really funny. I wish I had
I've seen that a million times. Oh, hey, Riko, you just missed Santa. Santa was here?
Oh, Riko.
I feel like he left his sweat.
Oh,
it was definitely Santa. It wasn't a sexy grandpa.
It's sexy Santa or hip grandpa. I'm still very disappointed. She's gonna hear about that. Calling me hip grandpa. I was going for the sexy and I got hip grandpa. Oh yeah, you want to tell us about that?
So I had my Santa costume and I pull it out, 15 minutes before the first time that my cousin Santa had to go up, and there was no beard. So the wig had to be the beard every time. And you can see one day I had dyed my beard, so you can kind of see it's a little pink on the inside. But this was very hard to breathe. And then I had to use a rubber band to hold it to my head.
There we go.
And today's stream before Rocco forgot that I was supposed to be there, and I had 3 rubber band blowouts. I didn't have a blowout the whole time, and I was like, I don't have any more rubber bands, and it blew out right before he started. But then I look over here and I see this giant thick rubber band, and I was like, wow, it's a Christmas miracle. And I used it. It was super thick and tight, so it made my teeth hurt and the back of my head hurt so bad. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to talk to Rocco very long today.
I noticed you got out of there pretty quick, because usually you've been staying on with them, because even other people have said it. At least this Santa sticks around when you're up there, because I'm always gone. I've always got, it's been so many. I did like 35 streams over the last 2 weeks, and it's just, I wanted to get gone. And especially some people were very cool and brought me up very quickly, and other people sort of forgot about me, so I was down there for half an hour, 35 minutes, waiting to come up. And
that's too bad.
Yeah. I get it. They're doing their stream, they're doing their thing, and it's when having Santa come up is very distracting and breaks them out of it. And some people have to do things in a certain order. They're very I don't know. They just have to do their streams very specific
Regimented.
orders. You really
So-
throw them off.
So, what software does everyone use for their streams and stuff? Is it mostly StreamYard or is it a bunch of things?
Computer software.
If I'm gonna be solo, I just use OBS.
Yeah.
I use an abacus. All
I
my
don't
stuff
know.
is done on abacus.
I just follow. Oh gosh, you can't even see what I'm doing here.
Yeah, StreamYard.
did-
StreamYard is
Yeah,
it seems
the
to be
go-to.
the biggest one, especially if you're sharing. If you're by yourself, a lot of people seem to use just YouTube or, like Lefty said, OBS.
I
But it
created
seems
a
most
monster.
people use StreamYard. What's that, James?
I said I created a monster.
You
I
did.
didn't really think about it, but I did kind of bring the StreamYard into the
Yes,
the,
you
the
did.
fish fan thing. But hey, it works and it's simple and you can bring people up. So
So
I
easy.
love it.
So easy. And if you don't want a lot of the bells and whistles, it's the best. It's just the easiest. It really is. It's so simple. You click a link, and there's really nothing to it.
Yeah, and there is
Boy,
a free
it's so
version.
much. Yeah, it's so much easier than it used to be, or other things were in the past. Like I've only used OBS and then just built-in YouTube, where you just kind of record live on YouTube. Those are
Yeah.
the only two ways I've done it before. And I thought OBS was all clever, but man, I keep breaking it. Like,
It's a powerful tool. There's so much there. There's so
Yes.
much you can do with it.
I just don't have any free time anymore. I didn't even consider OBS until I got furloughed from work over.
I wish
I
you
was
would
like, well, I'm
stream.
at home all the time now.
I really wish you would stream more often. I love seeing you up on a stream, and I know you don't have the time that you used to, but I would love to see you get up on a stream.
Well, and
Yeah,
if
I
I
should
could
do that more often.
if I can be selfish here, one I want to say I thought it was awesome the first time I saw Peck Tech is live pop up on my phone. But two, the people that were in your live chat were not the quote unquote typical fish fan. It was a whole other group of people that I kind of got introduced to, if you will, when you were live. So I thought that was neat to talk to some new faces. Not that I don't love all the people that are here, but
Sure, but yeah, but you get tired of them. You get
I'm
tired of
so
them.
tired of them.
I'm so tired of like Myrtle. I just see Myrtle all the time. I'm just so tired of him.
I mean,
Just that guy. He's just too nice. He's just too talented. He's just, I don't know. I'm so tired of it.
I've spent so much time with Ed. I've literally turned into Nico if you look at the screen. So
Snoochie Booch wants to know if you're going to seal that with anything after you bake it.
You have to be really careful on sealing, putting anything on the oven bake, because it will still like absorb the chemicals and get sticky. So I don't do anything to it. I just leave it alone. But I'm just kind of making a little Christmas tree type thing, just sticking a whole bunch of little crystals all over it right now.
Oh my! Will those melt into there? That might look neat, like little.
They're little glass, so they're just going to stick really good, but it's going to shrink and really hold them in good.
that'll
I
look
did
neat.
clear ones on my stalactites and really was happy on how they came out. So,
Nice.
Yep.
Finn Wiggles, thanks for the super sticker with the little cat dog thing with the hearts behind it.
oh, thank you so much.
Totally missed it.
It's okay.
That's what we got Lefty to pay attention.
I
When
wondered
can
why.
say the names right.
I wondered why he was here.
Yep. We got
I was joking, Lefty. God,
Mm-hmm.
you're the only one who's going to laugh with me about things.
Yep. We were the only two that.
and
Good simulate
Sean,
laughter.
what are you working on, Sean? Are you
I'm
working on
painting,
something?
yeah, I'm painting a new board game that I got. It's called Townsfolk Tussle, and
it looked creepy.
they are creepy. It's kind of that sort of
Nope.
art style.
What did you? Oh, cup head.
Cuphead.
That's not what I heard.
I know, because you're a bad man, Riko.
I know. I really seriously heard something different. I was just verifying it. That's cool.
No,
Wait,
I-
can we
yeah,
put him
it
up
does.
on the? Can we put him up on the big screen just for a minute?
Yes,
I want
but
to check that out.
James has to do it.
So here's one. Here's one that I've pretty much finished. It's really silly looking.
What is it?
There's the artwork.
It
They
looks
came
like
with standees.
it looks like
Yeah,
it's
it's a dog. Yeah, it's like a little dog with some boots and a sheriff's hat and some guns with faces.
It reminds me of something else, like maybe cat dog. I don't something else.
Yeah.
Something else.
It's sort of those old it's like those old 1930s cartoons and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're very Bluto-ish, like something out of Popeye or something. Oh,
I
We were
haven't,
just
this is a work in progress on there.
watching Popeye the other night. It was on Me TV.
only speak gangster animals.
And
It's really neat miniatures. I backed it October last year and it arrived today.
It's amazing. Wait, hold that back up again, and then hold up the cat or the dog with it. Look at the amazing what the transformation is just amazing.
Sean's
I mean, that's what you
really
start
amazing.
with, right? On the gray, just the regular
Right.
red or whatever that is, and then
This is how they come.
and look what it turns
this-
into. That's amazing. That just looks. You do
I
a
wish-
great job on them.
I was as
Thank
cool
you.
as Sean.
Sean does
Thank
also
you.
have a gaming channel on YouTube. I would post a
does?
link, but Liquid Zoo has already officially fired me from posting links this stream, so I won't touch that. But we will get you a link for Sean's gaming channel.
You can't really see the miniatures.
Wait, do that one again. The one you just held up, Sean. Did you hear me? Did we lose you, Sean? Did we lose me?
Nope, we just lost Sean's voice.
Oh.
Hearing.
Okay, that's too bad because he was holding up that model. I wanted to see a little bit closer.
Okay. Hey, Sean, do you have your Morty and Pickle? Oh, nuts.
Morty and Pickle.
Yeah, he has like Morty and Pickle cartoons and stuff.
Pickle Rick?
Yes, Pickle Rick and Morty.
Morty and Pickle.
Okay,
Amazing, though.
he has a really cool pickle.
He'll be back. He has a really cool pickle. I think that's the first time anybody's put those words together in that order. He has a really cool pickle.
He does.
Sean, did you know you have a really cool pickle?
Poor Sean. He probably never hears that.
He never
I'm
hears
back,
that.
but it's like everyone's talking in slow motion or something. What?
What's going on,
Back.
Is
Oh,
it
that's
really slow?
odd.
Or is it like really... Sean, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? That sound better? That sound like the regular speed? What's happening? What's going on?
Okay, I better go and come back. I'm sorry, guys.
I just finished watching Rick and Morty, the last season today. I said I was going to finish it up, so we finished today.
The minister called you out.
Good
I have-
stuff.
Never seen Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
I don't know.
It's
Looks
funny.
kinda creepy.
It is creepy. It's funny. It's gross. It's inappropriate. It's adult humor, and I love it. It's dumb,
T-Bones Fishies.
but
Get
it's so
a
smart.
$3 super sticker with the thumbs up fist bump there.
Thank you, T-Bone. I really appreciate it. Oh, well, why don't we talk about what our plans are for next year? We kind of talked about it a little bit on James's channel, but I thought maybe we could get a little more in depth. I'm going to start off with one of my goals is to do a short every day for the next year.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done it for this month, and I've kind of got into an alpha rhythm, I think, where my worst ones get about 600 to 800
Nice.
views. So let's see what mine now. I tried something different. I normally try not to ever have any music with bad language. But they kept wanting me to try this ABCDFU song.
Yeah, it's a popular song right now.
Well, I kind of like the song. So I decided to just see what would happen if I did it. So I'm clicking on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click on my channel. Oh, well, whoops, we don't need to hear it. I've only got, it's been out for about 14 hours and it's not going. So maybe it's not going to, I thought this one would do really well.
Did it?
It only has 30 or 59 views. But it's
YouTube's being
puffer
weird
fish.
today, though. It's not pushing stuff or updating properly, so it might be that.
I really thought my puffer fish would do really well.
None of my shorts do half as well as just my regular stuff. I just, I've had a couple that blew up way back when, but nothing recent has even gotten decent views at all. Nothing. I mean, very low numbers. So I don't even care about them because I don't care to watch the shorts myself very much. So
I enjoy them. I enjoy watching them, and I've been enjoying making them.
and that's the important part. If you
Yep.
enjoy making them, yeah. Paul Sotera said he was playing Lelandopoly, which is Monopoly board game using local landmarks around them, and he pulled the big fun card and was crowned the first Miss Leland. So it's another milestone he can cross off his bucket list. He gets to be. He was the very first Miss Leland. Congratulations, Miss Paul.
Those are fun.
So a short a year. That's your first goal for next year. A short a day. I said a short a year. That's my goal. I want to put out one short next
15
year.
seconds, boom. Got a
Done.
resolution already in the bag.
And anything else, Ed? Is that the major one? Is there any other ones you?
Well, I would like to finish my second fish room. That would be nice. I've got this one, or this, like the shelving done in the garage. So hopefully next week we'll be able to fill these things and get them going. But yeah, that's some of my big things, I think.
What about James? What's yours?
Goals? What are those?
That's
Things
what I was
you
going
kick
to
the
say.
balls into.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've got some goals. I don't even know if I want to share them because then sometimes they just sound like broken promises when they don't happen. But I am working on bringing more frequent quality edited content along with some other things to the channel and incorporating the members more. Maybe if I can snag Ed away from the movies more often, we can do some members only live streams with him. Who knows? I'll put Sean in the hot seat while we're live and say maybe we could drag Peck Tech into a members only live stream now and again.
Sure.
Well, and here's another goal of mine, even though he's still going. But I'd like to try to work to get to 2,000 this year.
I'm sure you'll get there.
Cool. What about you, Lefty? Were
Well,
you done,
you're
James?
above me. You go first.
I'm still thinking about them.
Oh, you're still.
I don't
thinking
have any
about
real
it.
goals for next. I'd like to make it to the end of next year. That's a good one.
That's a good start.
I'd like to make Fish Fam Christmas be about 3 times the size it was this year, and I just want to go and meet a bunch of people at Triple Crown, which is an easy goal. It's already in it's going to happen no matter what, and also at the Triple Crown. No, the Triple Crown and the Keystone Clash. As far as fish room, I don't really have a lot of goals because I'm sort of maxed out right now. So I want to breed some of the stuff, even though I am maxed out. I'd like to breed like the Bozemantes and a few things. I mean, it's going to be a few years before I get to actually build my fish room. So that's it, really. Those things. And I don't want to die next year. I want to put it off for at least a couple of years.
That's everybody for the past 2 years since 2020.
I hope I get to meet Riko this year.
What's that, Ed?
I hope I get to meet Riko in real life.
You will if you get your butt to the Triple Crown,
Or just take a drive up here to New England.
or do that.
We could just go out, we can just hang out and check out fish stores. And
You don't know if there's any good fish stores there.
I'm sure there's one somewhere near
Lucky.
Rico. I'll go to another state again and go in there.
There
Is
is
that why
a
he always mail orders?
there's a
He's
very
pretty much-
very good one by me. It's an hour and 15 minutes away, but the guy's building. He just moved to a new location. Well, he's in the process of doing it, and it's supposed to be the biggest freshwater aquarium store in the United States when he's done. He just
Cool.
ordered a few months ago. He ordered 600 new tanks for
Oh
the
my.
new store. And he already had a pretty large store to begin with, and he ordered 600 new tanks for the new location, plus what he already had. So it's going to be massive.
Sounds like we need a grand opening video from somebody that lives an hour and 15 minutes away.
I should. Danks Tanks doesn't live too far from me either. He lives south of me, and he goes up there and actually knows the guy pretty well. I think the guy even offered him a job at one point.
Oh.
Wow. Well, but Lefty has never been to
Yeah.
a fish store in his state.
No,
I have. It was just used for, a drug ring.
Well, yeah,
what kind of drugs did you buy, Lefty?
I never partook, but they
Oh.
had the hard stuff there. That's how they stayed open.
You want the fancy guppy? Or you're more of a platy man?
All right, what about you, Sean? What's your?
Oh,
Oh, did we skip you, Lefty?
You did.
Well,
It's
that's
okay.
because I gave you a
You
chance
left
and you
me to
didn't
it.
take it. So you already gave up your chance. That was your goal, is to get a word in edgewise. I'm giving you your goal. Now, what was yours, Lefty?
I'm going to be a crazy person, and my YouTube goal for this coming year is to put out one video a day for the whole year on top of regular content.
You already
you just-
failed.
so you're just copying
That's-
me.
Yeah, but it's not shorts. Is it going to be a mostly shorts or just a combination?
No, they're going to be actually. I've got 3 already uploaded, ready to go.
3.
I've already-
Yeah, you're only
I've already
362
started. Yeah,
off. Not bad, not bad.
Where'd my scissors? Or my go?
That's a big goal. That really is. That's
Yep.
massive. And I'm rooting for you. I mean, you're going to fail, but I'm rooting for you anyways.
if I can do a week, I'll be happy.
No, I really am. I really hope you can do that. That would be amazing. That's a lot of content.
a lot of
Stole
energy.
the idea from a drag
Yeah.
queen.
So just YouTube goals? Anything else in your life or anything?
A new job that pays better.
How about in a different state?
Find me a place in Tennessee that gets snow, and it's not hot and humid year round.
Oh, well, I was thinking
Oh.
like Maine.
But no, I'm still
Maine.
looking up in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire or Maine?
No, I'm crazy.
I like that whole area. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. I love that area.
Yeah.
It's
I
beautiful.
lived in
up there.
Maine for a while.
I remember you
Whereabouts?
hated it.
That
You
was the
hated
worst part of your life.
Yep.
Whereabouts
Well,
in
the
Maine?
people are really mean.
Well, that's just because they didn't like you.
That's just that's the people I encountered, and a lot of it was filtered through my spouse at the time, who was not a healthy influence on my perspective in life. Let me put it that way. So I'm sure there are a lot of Maine people that are really nice, but I know you hate visitors. You've made that very plain.
Don't go to Maine if you're an outsider.
Don't you try to live there temporarily.
Yeah, they don't. Some places don't like that at all.
No, they really don't.
Like my folks.
It was a small community I was in.
Oh yeah, my folks had put down a down payment on property, and they didn't make it halfway down the road before the guy who owned it was driving up to him and said, "You know what? I changed my mind. Here's your money back." And you could see all the freaking neighbors like out on the road watching them.
It's not like that here. I mean, it's a very, very small community, and most people are just, sort of stick to themselves, which I really enjoy. You stay over there, I'm over here. How you doing? That's good. I mean, there's only there's like 1,500 people in this village, and I love it. I really do. And but I mean, if you
Some
really
of
need
it
help,
coming from the south, because at the time I went from Columbus, Georgia, to Camden, Maine, and so everything was different. The temperature, the upbringing, everything was so different.
culture shock.
So Yeah.
Culture shock.
I mean, as close as you can get here without going from one side of the U.S.
Yeah.
to the other, maybe.
I went from Arizona to New York, and really, Arizona's such a hodgepodge because so many. There's hardly any. Well, nowadays there are, but back then there wasn't that many natives in America or in America in Arizona. There wasn't very many native Arizonians. They were all people from every place else because all those little towns around Phoenix were like the top 5 fastest growing towns in the United States for like 30 years in a row. You know, they just grew so fast, and it's all people from other places. So you know, it was very homogenized, and really wasn't much of a culture shock coming up here. Really wasn't at all.
I think my YouTube resolution for the year is to make less videos. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna do monthly videos, like one a month, and they'll just be better.
That's a high goal to have because your videos are already amazing and such high production values, and
some are okay, but I want to make. I'd like to make some board game videos too, and kind of get the other channel up because it's definitely another passion I have that I'm just as passionate about. But I want to. I need to change kind of the way I make videos, and I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm going to kind of experiment more next year, and it'll take more time doing it, I think.
Oh, and you're like right on the cusp of 50,000 subscribers. I know you didn't say it because you didn't want to jinx it, but you're right.
It's not going to happen this year, I don't think.
Really,
you're only 500 away. I think it's going to happen.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think so, but that's all right. That's all right. As long as it happens while I'm 50, I'll count that as a blessing.
I hope you.
Or that it happens at all. You know, it's been a long time on YouTube.
I hope you get it, man. And speaking of that, our very own Mary Page hit 1K today.
Oh,
Congratulations,
Mary!
So,
nice.
She is one of the most supportive people in the Fish fam, and it was awesome because she was very close. She only needed like 20, and she got it while I was streaming today during my stream. Everybody went over that hadn't been subscribed to her, which surprised the hell out of me because I figured everybody who was subscribed to me would be subscribed to Mary Page. But she hit it in my stream, so I was honored that it happened during that time.
That is super cool.
Oh, Marquez, Fish Tank Dad, said I just bought a Megaflex 32-gallon because of PackTack's video about his.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked the video. Ed, I want to come down there and let's do yours.
Yep.
Let's get it set up. But then where will you put the head?
What?
Where do you want him to put it?
Put Deadpool.
Oh, well, Deadpool will go back into the fish room once I get my Ethernet in there.
Maybe I can run your network too.
There you go.
Awesome.
That would even be more important than aquascaping the
How much
tank.
you pay me for that, James?
That is
I'm glad
all.
you're asking James and
I
not me.
tried to hardwire that thing, and he's like, "Well, I got this Wi-Fi adapter. We can do that instead." So we did that.
And it worked for a long time until I put in another wall of tanks.
Yeah, water blocks Wi-Fi. It blocks
Yeah.
it straight up. And cardboard, oddly enough.
Oh.
So that gives me actually 2 more goals I wanted to mention. One of which is helping Sean with his 200 and whatever gallon. What is
210,
it?
yeah.
The 210, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Wow.
wait to do that.
That's going to
Yeah.
be fun.
I'm ready. I think I'm going to wait till it's warm so I don't have to worry about the heat so much when I take the other fish out and stuff. But yeah, we can do that this summer.
I'm going to apply to a job, and it's going to be to Sean Peck to see if, when he does some of his gaming videos, if I could be the guy that just moves pieces.
Like a hand model,
Yeah.
like George Costanza.
No, I'll be the guy that he'll be explaining stuff, and I'll be the guy on the right or the left that goes. And he says, "Now you see what Ed just did was a very interesting move." and then maybe his wife does this with this piece. Now you see what Holly did. That was very strategic, so that way so he has people doing stuff.
That's
help
funny.
him. But never mind. I won't say any more with that.
Hey, Rocco.
Rocco.
He must have come in earlier. He said he's going to go lay back down, so we missed him.
Oh, I missed the Rocco.
He's
But I
still
had a lot of
pain.
fun with him today. I had a lot of fun on his channel.
What was I going to say? It was something.
Well, I do want to add while you're thinking of that. It completely slipped my mind as a goal, but it's kind of my primary goal right now. And that is to make Aquaticon the greatest aquatic community event to come out of Tennessee ever. Putting a lot into that. So hoping that turns out to be a huge success and enjoyable for everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
isn't it the
Is that gonna
first?
be there?
I think it's the first one, isn't it?
It is the first Aquaticon. I don't think
Mission
we've had.
accomplished. If it opens,
I don't
the
think we've
best
had
one that's
anything
ever
this
been.
big. So I know we've had fish club meets and stuff like that. I don't think there's ever been anything this big to come out of the area. So
I am so excited too. I'm really excited.
Yep.
Are you going to go?
I'm not only going to go. I'm getting a booth. I'm going to get a booth with Holly, and she's going to sell her paintings and stuff there.
Awesome.
And I don't know what I'll do. I'd like to participate. We've talked a little bit, but I need to go to some meetings, I think, with y'all.
It's one of the ones I definitely would love to go to. There's no way I'm going to make it. That and the Fishtoberfest that Kenny puts on up there in the Pacific Northwest. I'd rather go to both of those than the Aquashellas, to be honest. Nothing against Aquashella, but those two events sound a little bit more personal and just a little bit more where all my friends are going to be. You know what I mean?
But you get to visit us too. You can be in my house, man.
Yeah.
You don't
can
want
play
that.
games.
You don't want me to know where you live.
I know, but we can blindfold you.
You were just trying to be nice.
We'll throw a sack over your head and bring you in. It's fine.
Again? I could bring my own sack.
Well, there'll be less noodles this time.
We don't want to
okay?
talk about his sack.
I say Rico's wife's going to let him borrow it for the weekend. It sounds like.
No tubs full of spaghetti for you this time.
Hip Santa. No, hip grandpa. Hip grandpa. Try to be sexy for my wife, and she called me a hip grandpa.
That needs to be the hashtag for the next giveaway.
Hip grandpa.
Hashtag hip grandpa.
And when I went, she said that, and I just made a face like, and then she started laughing. I was trying to be sexy, and she's like, "Oh, sorry." I was like, "Oh."
I saw Ed move the camera. What's going on there, Ed?
I realized the whole idea of the show is to show the fish hide that I'm working on at the current. I made this one. It's all crystally.
That looks
And
good.
Now I'm making a little square-like job thing, little squares or rectangles
What's that for?
for shrimp to crawl around on.
Oh, okay.
It's a shrimp playground.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. It just wasn't coming to me. I was like,
If you made the crystals so they go all the way through, you could put a light behind it.
Yeah.
he did that with the other one, didn't you, Ed? Didn't you do that with one of them? With just the clear crystals?
With your stalactites or
Nope.
stalagmites.
They're not all the way.
We don't talk about stalagmites around these parts.
Yeah, that.
Well, Sean, that was something I wanted to talk to you about. I was wondering if do you guys think you'll fill your whole booth?
Fill it? Oh, yes. Holly
okay.
started, she found a company kind of near you in Athens that does really, really good reproductions of her paintings. So now we can sell them fairly cheaply, and they look great. Like, they're really great on watercolor paper reproductions of her work and stuff. So it's really easy to fill up a booth with that. And she's got them in all different sizes too, like little tiny ones and bigger ones.
That's super cool. Well, I was going to see if she wanted to split it, but I guess not.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm thinking about selling something, but I don't want to say it yet.
Okay.
Oh, it's not legal in Tennessee yet?
Oh, it's legal. Kinda.
Some CBD guppies.
Yeah. Oh,
I raise them on Delta 8.
this isn't working.
I'm going to put Sean on the spot again. You were talking about your gaming channel, wanting to do some more things with that. Have you considered doing something, basically what you're doing there, except putting it on camera like Ed is? So, maybe doing some live streams from time to time and giving painting tips, because the skill that goes into your models, I mean, they're absolutely immaculate. So I think that would be very cool. You could give, recommendations on what paints work and methods and those type of things.
Yeah, it seems like 9 out of 10, or I'll say 7 out of 10 of my models come out being something I'm, fairly proud of. Those other ones are really bad, and I don't know which one it's going to be when I start. Like, I've had a couple that were just like, oh, but the gaming channel, that would be a good way to kind of do something on there, because that's what happens. Is it's like I only have so much time in a week, and I want to grind out a good aquarium video, and it's just like there's nothing left for making other videos. So it would be fun. I might start painting on there, doing something like that. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, we've got 103 people hanging out right now with us goofy characters. I can definitely imagine, 50 people showing up to watch you shoot the breeze with, whomever you get on a panel and watch you paint stuff and talk about it.
Well, what I never had, like, how many years in YouTube have you been?
I just hit my second anniversary in September.
See, it was probably 5 years before I even met another YouTuber, let alone anyone in my town that was interested even in fish, let alone making videos.
Well, I was going to say, if you had ever replied to my comments, I was trying. I was just trying to get my wife in the same Harry Potter group on Facebook as you all. I was looking for the in there.
That's the only reason why he likes me, Sean.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'll deal with this goofball Ed.
I just think it's so awesome that you guys, are so close to me and interested in the same thing. Just because it's like being on an island. When I interviewed Father Fish, he was talking about fish keeping being the hermit's hobby, because aside from gathering supplies, you don't need a lot of other people. People aren't the point,
Yeah.
So.
But I have to say, though, you said that you didn't even meet a YouTuber for like the first 5 years. And before I ever did my first video or anything, knew a whole bunch of fish tubers and had a whole support community. I mean, that's why, I got to 1,000, I think, pretty quickly. For a fish tuber, it happened pretty quickly. And it was because of all that support and all that amazing group of people, so it has definitely changed a lot since when you first started. There's a huge community, very supportive people now.
Yeah, it really it became a community. It went from a bunch of curious people looking to take care of their pets better to really becoming a family. And that's a really beautiful thing to think about.
Yes.
It
is, because we see these people day in and day out, when the trials and tribulations they have in their lives, the people that have lost people, we're there for them, we cry for them, we feel for them, they're our friends, they're our family, and it's amazing. It really is. I've been in a lot of communities over my decades of life, lots, because I get into hobbies and I kayaking and gaming and just on and on and on. I've had so many different hobbies, but I've never ever in all my years had a community that was as tight and as supporting and just as amazing as the Fish Fam. Seriously, again, no matter what community I've ever been into, whatever hobby, it's never been like this, ever.
Well, one thing, though, is I think the Fish Fam is only 5% of the YouTuber fish community.
Sure.
And I don't think that Sean was in the live stream Fish Fam to learn about all this.
Live streaming was kind of something I was like always planning to do, and I would set up, but my internet only like in the past 2 years has my internet even been good enough to have a reliable live stream.
Yeah.
And so it's been really difficult. Like even tonight, I had problems, and I hate that. Like I hate problems like that happen from live streams. I've lost
I
whole
get it.
videos because the live didn't work right or something like that. So
You know, sorry to interrupt you, but I want to say this before I forget. I'm glad Ed mentioned that about how there's so many fish people out there and they're not involved with the fish famine. That actually I stated earlier, and a couple weeks ago was my goal for next year was to get out there in all those other communities and those silos, and those other fish people, and try and bring more of them into the fish fam and get them more incorporated. You know what I mean? And just expand. That's what. So I'm going to try and make that a goal to get out and meet all these other groups and tell them, hey, come check this out, and just help do community building. That's what I wanted. That's my goal. That's my main YouTube goal for next year is community building.
I think
So,
we
Ed,
grow a lot all the time.
What's in your glass, Ed?
I've got little beads. And
The
Nico
one in
thought
front
they
of you
were
that had
snacks.
liquid in it.
Oh,
Did the cat already drink some?
Yeah, because Nico
That's
was.
water.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything bad since the cat was, going to town on it there.
It's vodka.
It's the only way I can get through the streams with that much vodka.
Rubbing alcohol.
That unseen aspect that you were talking about, that's really important, not just with the folks that we don't see in the live streams in terms of the numbers, but even, I would say a solid guess would be about 40% of the people here are quote unquote lurkers or observers, as somebody once said, just because that's their comfort level. They're here to, listen or watch, but we don't see them interact a lot in the chat. And we love those people, and we thank those people for being here as well, even though we may not know your names because you may have never typed in the chat. That still helps us to grow the community, the fact that you're here.
Yeah. We had one of the winners of one of the giveaways, Renee Hauser. Renee, I forget her last name now. I'm sorry, Renee, if she's here. She said I talked to her on the phone because everybody thought that it was an alternate account. Nobody had really seen Renee before. So I actually talked to her on the phone and got to learn a little bit about her. And she's been a lurker for a very long time, and she knew a lot of the different channels and stuff. And now I've been seeing her. I said, do me a favor. All I'm asking you to do is say hi. Say hi when you come into a stream. You don't have to chat if you're not comfortable chatting. Just say hi. And she has been a lot more, and she's been doing more stuff with us. So it might be one person here, one person there, but we're pulling more people in.
Ed, chat would like if you could angle the camera down so we could see the craft better.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
It's
We don't want to see you, Ed.
It's my playground.
It's my playland.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, Shy.
Hello,
Lurky,
Shy.
lurky turkeys, she said.
So
there's Renee
question.
right there. There's Renee right there. Hi, Renee.
Hi there.
We're talking about you. See, that to me is that's awesome, and that was a big part of what I wanted Fish Fam Christmas to be. Now, I also wanted it to be just giving back to, all the Fish Fam people that are here week in and week out. But I wanted new people to see it and come in and join us. You know what I mean? Just having more people, because that's how we keep this rolling, is bringing in new blood all the time. Just always have the thing growing. That's how the whole thing stays fun and stays fresh, learning about all these new people.
Absolutely. So Chris Robertson had asked, is Sculpey clay the only aquarium-safe clay that can be cooked at home without a kiln?
Well, you'll have to read the oven bake. I can't think of what it's called. There is other types that are oven baked that's the exact same material, but you have to make sure that it's made with the exact same stuff. And it's basically like PVC dust with chemicals, and then it's made into a clay, and then when you cook it, it's safe for the aquarium. But I know that Sculpey's is safe, so I go with it. But if you don't have Sculpey in your town, then you may have to do some research.
I was disappointed to hear that. I got a 3D printer, and I was hoping to 3D print some crazy aquarium ornaments and stuff, but The resin ones you can't use. They're just
Oh,
not.
no.
They're just toxic.
Oh.
So, do you want to sell that thing?
No, I'm going to still use it. I'll use it to keep from buying these miniatures all the time.
Now we're just going to
That's
have
why
to
Ed was going to buy it.
upload schematics before I go over for game night. Hey, can you throw this on the printer while we're playing board games?
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
We'll put on one of the big board games. It's like 4 hours to print out little things.
There you go.
Well,
But-
I am so desperate to play my dinosaur game because my stupid family, I wasn't able to play it at all.
Uh-oh.
I have,
I wish we could live stream that somehow.
my family.
You,
It would be,
your dinosaur game.
oh, well,
You
yeah.
can just move all the pieces. You can just be the hand
Yeah, you
model
can-
moving all the pieces around. Let me see my board again.
Yeah,
I was
that's
going
kinda
to set him up
suck.
with several cameras so we can all see our own boards and just give him
I-
verbal instruction.
I do have several cameras, and I have a switcher.
If they have it on Tabletop Simulator, we could play it there.
That's a good question. Let me check right now.
I don't think they
you
ever
know,
did because
I
there's
got-
a Kickstarter that never got big.
I got an amazing board game over for Christmas. It's called Cubitos. Cubitos. It's got a cover on it, and it looks like it's a piece of cheese with lederhosen.
A
But it's
piece
a
of
racing
cheese.
game.
A piece of cheese
Wh-
in lederhosen.
Yeah, wearing lederhosen like SpongeBob style.
Why would you do that to cheese? Don't mess with the cheese, people.
I don't know,
It's
but it's
Mr.
making me
Cheese.
hungry.
Hey, real quick, somebody shot me a text just now. Priscilla, who lives in Colorado, is like right around where the fires are and stuff.
Yes,
Like,
I talked
very
to her.
close.
I talked to her before the stream, and she
Okay.
said she's within 10 miles.
And Geek Boy must not be too far as well. Geek Boy, everything okay over there? Yeah, I see him in chat right here. Is it still pretty far away from you, Geek Boy, or? And I'm not
Boy,
sure who
right,
else
so
we have in
really
in
cool
Colorado,
photos
but
out. Mile High Pleco.
just in case anybody else was in that area.
For sure.
And
If you see your house on fire, leave.
That's good advice, Ed.
Yeah, and
Yes.
wait until you're safe before you message us in the chat and let us know.
And I hate to say it, but I'm going to go over. We're an hour and 17 minutes in, and I should have started
Oh,
my stream
gosh.
like 20 minutes ago. So
Uh-oh.
I'm going to
I
go
am
over
so
and,
sorry.
and get it started. And Ed, if you'd like to, I dropped the link in the chat, the private chat. You guys are all more than welcome to. Everybody's welcome to come join if you'd like. And Ed can
Yeah.
continue on what he's doing over there.
Awesome.
And,
Let me show you. Let's show what I've got so
Yeah.
far. So it's a lot of little a lot of
Don't drop it.
a lot
Looks
of
like
little
marshmallows.
rectangles.
Now, when that cooks, will the colors fade at all? Will they look just
Not
as
these.
vibrant?
These will stay super bright
Okay, cool.
because this is the colors from them. So like I make like little animals and stuff for ornaments for different events and stuff, and it always comes out great. So these colors won't change whatsoever. Now, if I bake it a little long, it might get a little brown on like the whites, but
Sure.
I don't think you'll see it too much on the colors.
Pew Fishstone wants to know what material it is. It's Sculpty clay. He has to bake it. I thought modeling clay just had to be air dried, but he does have to bake this stuff, but not a long time, right? It's a low
Right.
temperature and not for a long period of time.
It's about 15. I think it's 15 minutes at 275.
Yeah,
But
so
that's
not,
well, you know what? I can just read it and find out.
And I think a lot of the air dry clays will reabsorb moisture, if I'm not mistaken, and that's where the
Got
problem tends to come from.
It's,
Gotcha.
Come on, dude, move. It's 275 for 15 minutes for every quarter inch. He loves to do this stuff to me. He knew I was going to read something, so he jumped up here.
Yeah,
Look at
He
my
knows.
butt.
he knows what he's doing. And it wouldn't be a Chattanooga Ed stream without Nico there. I mean, if we did not see Nico up there at some point, I personally would be worried about him.
Oh, well, me too. That's why I picked a cat, because I heard that they live 7 years to every one of ours. So, I mean, he'll outlive me. I'll be like dead and gone, and he'll only be like 35.
Well, I mean, 20 years is a good lifespan for a cat. I mean, they live longer than that, but yeah, 20 years is a pretty good lifespan for a cat. And
Yeah,
some of them live a lot longer than that. Some 22, some 18.
I'm thinking Nico probably lived to about 150, 160. Okay,
That's what we need.
Guys, thank you so much for the super chats. I really do appreciate it a lot, guys. Thank you, mods. You guys were all amazing. And thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out with us. And James, whoops. Oh, boy, it's
Meow.
tricky.
Meow.
James,
Meow.
Riko, Lefty, and Sean. Thank you guys for coming up and hanging out and having fun with us also. And we'll catch you guys next week on what's my show called? On Crafted. Or if you still have some energy left, go over to Riko's. And I don't know if Santa Claus has been there yet, so it might be worth seeing to see what happens.
Absolutely. We'll get a link in the chat for Riko Stan's live stream starting now. Have a wonderful night, and thank you all.